Alrighty, this is super interesting. So we got right off the bat, Mayans versus GOTHS. So in this game, I think it's gonna be a YouTube video as well. We're gonna show how to go about a matchup where we win early really hard with Mayans, but then we lose late game extremely hard. Like late game Mayans versus GOTHS is absolutely unplayable, but Mayans have an advantage early game. So that's just gonna be the theme of this video. See if we can win the matchup early before having to deal with any kind of late game. It should be a really informative video for a lot of you watching as well. Those who like to play the game, try to get better in 1v1s and whatnot. Because a lot of times when you're playing a game, you want to find a way to win fast or to win early when you have the advantage. Sometimes because of the matchup, like in Mayans vs GOTHS, but also sometimes just so you don't throw the game. You know what I mean? So let's see what we can do. Siskan's a really good player. I think he's around like 26 or 2700, so he's definitely a legit opponent. And obviously have no guarantee to win this game as well. But we're going to try our best. Excellent. Take a look at our map as well. We're live streaming on Twitch. Hello viewers. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is the first game of the day. And we're making it a little bit of a YouTube video here. Mayans vs GOTHS. I really like this matchup. Every time I get an interesting matchup, I like to make a YouTube video out of it. And actually, every single time I post a 1v1 on my main channel, I get people in the comments saying, "Hey, Hera, we'd like to see more 1v1s. Stop posting, other videos on your main channel. We want to see 1v1s." Guys, I have a literal gameplay channel with 1v1 every single day. It's called Hera Gameplay on YouTube. Check it out and take advantage of that one. I try to tell as many people about it as possible, but obviously it's just because how big our main channel is compared to the gameplay channel. A lot of people just don't know about it. So here I am trying to spread the message a little bit.
Hera Gameplay is the place to be, guys.
There you go. There you go. We have no life addict. Thank you for the 31 months. Vouching for the gameplay channel. Thank you, my friend. And you can also check out the Twitch stream. Here we play like 20 1v1s a day. No one does it like we do here. Alright, so the main plan when it comes to having to win early is to try to generate the advantage from the early game. So the start will be pretty straightforward, like we're going to learn some gear. And actually, I will be opening archers versus GOTHS, which might seem like really weird because GOTHS are supposed to be anti-archer when it comes to Husk Girls. But I actually made a whole video about that called Why You Should Always Open Archers versus GOTHS. And the interesting thing about that video is that it showcases the weakness of GOTHS early and how they kind of die to archers until they get Husk Girls. And even if they get Husk Girls in early Castle Age, we have soft counters like monks, like 30 X-Spoken 2-shot 1 Husk Girls, so they need like 10 of them to even close the gap. And so it really just showcases how good archers are versus GOTHS for the first like 20 to 25 minutes of the game. So with that in mind, we're going to be opening archers, and it makes a lot of sense to do that because we are Mayans. So not only is it good versus GOTHS to shut down any infantry play, any men-at-arm play, any spear play, anything at all. I don't know why I did go spears versus Mayans, but you never know. So archers will shut that all down, but also we get a discount on all of our archers. So it's just the perfect strategy to open here. And of course, like always, we're going to go for our standard build order here. Perfect. Okay, we saw him scouting from this side. Normally he lures deer for the first like few minutes, so he's on this side of the map, I'm pretty sure. Because he came from that direction, right? Alright, so that's a pretty safe assumption, and yeah, we were right. So you see that little detail? We're able to use that little detail to my advantage. A lot of people would miss that, but obviously we're paying attention here. We saw the exact direction his scout came in from, and we were able to spot him earlier, which saves a lot of time because now we get to scout, his entire base, and we don't have to waste time scouting a side of the map that just doesn't matter until late game. Alright, now as far as building placement goes, let's put our buildings towards the front like this to defend our main gold. Because the problem with my maps, I got main gold here, secondary gold here, secondary gold here. Kind of exposed. This one is a decent backup plan though. But it's just that, a backup plan. I want to take this one as a main one, so I'll try to protect that one a little bit. as far as my stone goes, it's a bit hard to protect, but I'm going to protect it like this. So I get the full walls down, and I can at least take a bit of stone behind my walls. But obviously he could range it with like skirms or archers, so it's not exactly the safest it's, you know, ever been. I won't garrison just because it's a friendly match. And I see him 2 bills on gold here, and he's not on the mill. So that tells me he's going to do militia, actually men at arms. It's a very aggressive build from him. I have to fight it off. One will die. One will die. I can't save this guy. I'll try. No, alright. It's a very aggressive build, but we're able to defend now after this pretty easily because I've got a good setup for my walls. So that's bad, but not that bad. I always have a rule, like 1 vil is completely okay in early game. Alright, perfect timing on that blacksmith. Excellent. And now when the archers come out, it's going to be really easy to push away those militias. So stay really safe against them. Let's get this. I'm just defending with all of my units to begin, but I should actually scout him again with my ego to see what he's going to go for. Alright. Now we can go for a mill. So I have a general rule, I don't know if I mentioned it, but basically if you lose 1 vil, it's completely fine in early game as long as you get some compensation. In this case, I didn't get any compensation, so it's not 100% fine. It's like pretty bad, but 1 vil doesn't ruin the game for you. I think 2 vils plus is where it starts to get a little messy. That's when it's like really hard to come back from. Yeah, fletching. And now we can easily push all of this away. So now he's got a couple options. He can easily go for skirm follow-up if he wanted to. And in that case, I'm going to go for eagles. Alright, we're gonna pressure him. The goal with this pressure is to see if he's gonna make a range or not. And he's making a range. Okay, cool. A few archers and a few skirmishers with fletching. So we forced him to make a range, which is good. That's putting him towards where I want him to be, because the worst case scenario is if he just walls up and goes for straight up castle age and then hits me with husk rolls very, very quickly. So that's what I don't want. Trying to prevent that from happening. Now I think I could mix in some eagles. I think that would be a good choice. I don't want us to lose another vil. Alright, nice. Didn't lose the vil. Good. Alright. Now I can go back on the front lines. I can make a few eagles to help defend me. Now, Archer Eagle should be a good counter to his Archer / Skirmisher combo. And let's try walling up a little bit on the front. Remember, I don't want to go for like big walls early. I mean, this is fine. I do want to pressure a little bit because it is about building some kind of advantage. I don't want to go even. I want to actually be able to take some advantage here. So I will take a risk and move out here. I've got 2 eagles. At the very least, if I can't get an advantage, I want to, at the very least, force him to make army so he's not just like greeting up the husk rolls. Because like if he gets the husk rolls quick, we lose. So that's like the main thing we're trying to prevent here. Alright, so now I'm really looking for a fight. I see he does have a forward stone as well. He's fully walled by the looks of things. Trying to break the wall. This is a bit risky though, because he could easily counterattack. I'm watching my minimap right now to see what he's gonna do, because there's army unaccounted for on the map right now. It's accounted for now. He's just defending behind his walls. Okay, cool. So now, clearly I can't do any more damage in the feudal age, but we have, like I said, forced him to make some army, which is quite good. I'll cut Eagle production then, because he's just going to be camping anyway, so there's no point of like trying to force on him. And we'll make our way towards Castle Age. Listen, not the craziest start ever. Actually, a pretty bad start. We lost the village, didn't get much damage. But through basic principles of like attacking him, pressuring him with archers, we forced him to invest into a bunch of archers and skirms. Which is good. Slowed down his play towards Husk Scrolls, which is, you know, like I said, the main plan here. And this plan, what I like about it is that you can work with this plan all the time with Mayans. Like, you can always pressure him with archers and force him to do that. I'm not really doing much here. I'm just kind of trying to just play the game. You know, if he makes a mistake, we punish him. Nothing crazy is happening here. I have to make sure I don't make a mistake myself. And now we're up to Castle Age. Looking at a score, I think we're up faster. I didn't see a score drop yet. And remember, we have to kind of win fast. So it was all about building up advantages. He just clicked, actually. So we have a small, like, maybe 10-second lead to Castle Age. That's the advantage we built up in the early game. But it came at the cost of one villager. That being said, Mayans are naturally up one vill anyway, so it could be kind of even there. This is not necessary. This is only useful because I'm very confident and I know that I won't make any major mistakes. And worst case, if I start getting out microed, I just go back. I lose one unit, then I go back. Alright, cool. So now, because I want to be able to do some damage before he gets to Husk Scrolls, I'm considering a forward siege, or at least a siege workshop in general. And I also notice his stone is very exposed. Maybe his other stone is exposed. Yeah, there it is. So he can't get the Husk Scrolls here. It's a very important fact, which gives me a lot more time in the game. So if he was mining stone safely, I would say like, okay, I've got like 5 minutes to do damage, or else it's going to be rough. But since he can't do that, I'm feeling like I've got something like 15 minutes to win this game. Alright. As far as where the pressure should come from, siege-wise, I think right here on this middle hill. Perfect. And he's going to hit castle in about 5 to 10 seconds. We know this for a fact. There we go. And now let's pressure him a little bit. Remember, I'm like 10 seconds faster. That's decent. That's enough to pressure him. My upgrades will come in faster. See that timing? He has to abandon now. 10 seconds is all I need. And that's the advantage we're building up. And we stay on the crossbows. Knights, he's forced into knights. Kill the vill. That's the vill he got earlier. Excellent. 10-second advantage. And we got a nice little vill lead on him now. And we have all this pressure in the world. So that is perfect. Now it's all about not throwing the game and building up the advantages. So we'll add in some economy. Add in a town center. Remember, we don't have to always go all in just because we have to win fast. It doesn't have to be an all in. Another advantage, like you made this wood line and we forced him off it. There you go. And now we're going to force him to fight with me. I'm gonna use the spearman to scout the map a little bit. Oh, I don't know why I made a mangonel. I didn't want that. Sorry, Ram. I wanted a mangonel. Oh, I got a micro there. Hopefully I can get it. Alright, it cost me. That trade cost me 2 expo. Ooh, okay. Good punish from him. Good little counter attack. Didn't expect that. He's getting some value on me now, and he's just gonna run away there. defend with my reinforcements. And now, I'm thinking I don't want third TC, because I think that's going to take too long to pay off. And I want to end this matchup quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mining some stone. Yeah, this is fine. We'll defend with the reinforcements. Mining some stone and looking to play for a forward castle. And that's a really good way to end the game. I'm checking the stone. No husk rolls could come out yet. The only other way he has to get husk rolls out is if he buys the castle. But that's really expensive. Won't be worth it for him. Meanwhile, I'm going to get a monastery because I did see a stable. Does have a few knights. Alright, cool. Now we dealt with those archers completely. Stones. Close that up. If he enters here, I would just defend. Should be fine. The push kind of failed. It kind of just stalled out. I wouldn't say it failed. It just stalled out. I'm gonna try to put more on stone though. I'm gonna go ahead and get ballistics. They still have a lot of really good units here. Ballistics, a bunch of crossbows, a couple mangonels, and a couple monks. That's enough to go for a forward castle. It's a really good setup to go for a forward castle. Remember, since we're doing this, we have to pressure really fast because he's probably on 3 TC, and if he gets the husk rolls, it's really bad. So we're doing this so we can end the game quickly. Actually, I'm not going to bother with relics. I don't really need them. We're not playing for late game anyway. No point even trying. The late game is that bad, by the way. Splayed. I have to rely on some quick walls here. I have to rely on some quick walls just because this is like situational luck, where he just attacks me at the right moment where I'm not, ready for it. So as a pro player, you have to react with, things like quick walls. Alternatively, you can just outpost, and that's the easier way to do it. Also, we did get unlucky with the Maginot trade there. This is so messy now. Nice, got the conversion. Good. So I can't do much to him here, so we have to attack this area. Alright, so we're just about ready to go. His Maginot's are on that side, so we're gonna attack this side. And we're gonna get started here. So ideally it's a castle, then right away we imp. Okay, that's the plan. Castle right here would be amazing. We have to stop losing on these Maginot trades as well. It's really, really bad that I'm losing on them. I think a castle like that would be perfect. I just hope I don't throw. Alright. So now he's gonna try to stop it, obviously. Alright, now we go up. And that's the time we want to hit. That is the time we want to hit the entire game. Now we get a ram. Gotta take some more of this. And we're gonna go for plumed archers here. Plumed archers have some attack bonus against husk rolls, or against infantry. But we're gonna do something special. We're gonna go around and try to attack his stone. Because remember, if he does not get husk rolls, his civ sucks versus Mayans. It's just husk rolls that makes it hard. And there you go. He knows that this is what he wants to do. And we're going to literally prevent him from doing that. Second castle forward right away. This ram is actually just meant to kill these buildings. I don't want to delete. Should have deleted. Always how it goes. Get thumb ring. And that castle should be perfect. I'm just going to hover because I don't want him to counter castle me. Might as well. Nice. And he has to hold all of this pressure with no Huskarls. See how this matchup, you'd expect it to be a really good, setup for GOTHS, and it is late game. But you see how with all of this early game, despite me not even playing well, by the way, like I lost every micro trade. But just using like this strategic moves in early and mid game, we're able to pressure him so hard and prevent him from even getting to Huskarls in the first place. Now he's running. Blooms, and the nail in the coffin will be faster imp. So even if he does get the Huskarls, we just get a faster imp and we're completely fine. Alright. And one more castle. Just to completely surround him. He would just call it GG here anyway. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. This is the perfect video to show exactly how to win with an early game advantage civ. And you might be watching this, and if you're more of a casual player, you don't really know why GOTS are so good against Mayans. If you play one game against GOTS in late game versus Mayans, and you let them get the Huskarls, you know exactly how bad this matchup is. It's basically unwinnable in late game because your best unit against the Huskarl, which is like the Plumed Archer Elite, does 2 damage per shot. Huskarl is even cheaper than a Plume. They have 210 population, so if they're just spamming 60 Huskarls, you have no way to stop them in time. Alright? So I know it looked really easy, but that's because we punished him in the perfect way. And the best part about this video is that I didn't play well at all. I lost the Devil early, he surprised me with the rush. I lost a couple mangonels on the first few micro trades that we did. I didn't do any extra damage or any special damage besides like 1 or 2 vills in early castle age, and we set that up from the early game because we're not going infantry, so therefore we're up to castle a bit faster. So everything came from a little advantage from castle age, and then it was all about skipping out on some economy, staying only 2 TC, and going for that forward castle. He has more vills. He has probably over 100 vills. 100, maybe 110. Okay, 94. He was almost at over 100 vills, but we killed too many of them. Why? Because he's on 4 TC. So he has a lot of villagers. Probably he's up to imp now, or at least almost there. But it doesn't even matter because we're doing just enough now to get the forward castles and break him before he gets to where he needs to be, which is Imperial Age with a castle, or just a castle in general. In this case, I was lucky because he had the stones in bad positions, but even if he had good stone positions and he was able to get the Huskarl, you just go a few monks to convert the Huskarls, and you still go for the forward castle, still go for the faster imp, and then you just beat him before he gets to the GOTS spam, and that's it. So yeah, thanks for watching on YouTube. If you guys didn't enjoy this, make sure to like the video and subscribe. And if you guys want to see more like this, come on down to my Twitch channel. And if you guys want to learn how to play like me and get better at the game, check out my Patreon. Links to both in the description below. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.